As LeBron James prepares to make his highly anticipated season debut later this month, questions about his long-term future with the Los Angeles Lakers continue to loom large over the franchise and the NBA. James, now 40 and still performing at an elite level, enters the 2025 season playing on an expiring $52.6 million contract. The deal includes a no-trade clause, which allows the four-time NBA champion to veto any trade before the February 5th deadline, giving him full control over where, and if, he plays out the remainder of his career. While James' short-term plans seem clear, return to the court and lead the Lakers back to contention, what happens after this season remains one of the league's most compelling storylines. Retirement tour, or one more chapter. With James set to turn 41 in December, speculation about a possible farewell tour has intensified. According to The Ringer's Zach Lowe, several teams have already shown quiet interest in giving James a final season showcase if he decides to continue playing. Now, what happens after the season? Lowe said on The Zach Lowe Show, "I know people with the Cavs who are looking around like, you want to do a retirement tour? I know people with the Warriors are looking around like, hey, you want to fulfill that dream over here? Dallas, that was a rumor. We'll see what happens." James returned to Cleveland. The team that drafted him first overall in 2003 would make for a storybook ending. A stint with Golden State, meanwhile, would unite him with longtime rival Stephen Curry, while Dallas would reunite him with Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving, his former teammates with whom he won a championship each in Los Angeles and Cleveland. LeBron's market and future options. According to ESPN front office insider Bobby Marks, at least 10 NBA teams, including the Lakers, are projected to have significant cap space next summer. That financial flexibility opens the door for multiple franchises to make a run at James, should he choose to test free agency or seek one final championship run elsewhere. Despite the uncertainty, LeBron remains one of the top 10 players in the league, per ESPN's preseason player rankings, a remarkable feat given his age and mileage. Lakers still hopeful LeBron retires in purple and gold. While speculation about LeBron's next move continues, Lakers president Rob Pelinka maintains optimism that the NBA's all-time leading scorer will finish his career in Los Angeles. "Yeah, I expect him to retire as a Laker," Pelinka told reporters during his August press conference celebrating Luka Doncic's contract extension. Pelinka emphasized the organization's respect for LeBron's timeline and personal decision-making process. "In terms of LeBron's career, I think the number one thing we have to do is respect his and his family's decision in terms of how long he's going to play," Pelinka said. "That's first and foremost. We want to respect his ability to come up with his timetable on that. But if he had a chance to retire as a Laker, that would be great. LeBron close to return as Lakers thrive without him. The Lakers have fared well in his absence, winning 7 of their first 10 games, thanks to breakout performances from Austin Reeves and a historic start from Doncic. Meanwhile, league-wide ratings are surging. The NBA announced last Friday that national TV viewership for the 2025-26 season is up 92% year-over-year, the highest mark since 2011-12, even with LeBron sidelined. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, James has been cleared for contact drills and is expected to ramp up to 5 plays soon as he recovers from a sciatica issue that has sidelined him since training camp. LeBron James has been working out individually, Charania reported last week on NBA Countdown. "I'm told that the next step for him is 5 live play. He will not be traveling on the upcoming 5-game week-long road trip that starts in Atlanta this weekend. If his recovery continues smoothly, James could make his season debut before Thanksgiving, potentially reigniting both the Lakers' title push and the ongoing debate about his next and possibly final move." Los Angeles Lakers guard Luka Doncic wanted to spend his entire career with the Dallas Mavericks, a dream that was snatched from him by Nico Harrison. Harrison paid for his actions earlier this week, as Mavericks ownership dismissed him for his blunder and held him accountable for the trade of Doncic. Naturally, Doncic was asked his initial reaction to Harrison's firing after his Lakers suffered a 121-92 loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. "The city of Dallas, the fans, the players, they'll always have a special place in my heart," Doncic said, via ESPN's Dave McMenamin. "I thought I was going to stay there forever, but I didn't. So, that will always be a special place for me. I will always call it home. But right now, I'm focused on the Lakers and trying to move on. Obviously, always there will be a part of me there. But just trying to move on and focus on what I'm doing here." Will Luka Doncic ever return to Dallas? Doncic, who signed a 3-year, $161 million extension with the Lakers this offseason, was asked if he'd ever consider returning to Dallas later in his career. "Right now, I'm just focused on the Lakers," Doncic responded. No further comments. Meanwhile, Maxi Kleber, the other piece of the infamous Doncic-Anthony Davis trade, was a little more forthright with his comments on Harrison's dismissal. "It's a fast business, man," Kleber said before Wednesday's game. "Players, GMs, coaches, everybody. So, always got to be ready for the next move." Lakers hit with reality check. Doncic's Lakers had won 7 of their last 8 games before Wednesday's contest against the Thunder. Many expected a close battle, even though the Thunder, the top seed in the West, entered the game -7.5 betting favorites. JJ Redick's team quickly learned that they have a ways to go before competing with the Thunder, the overwhelming betting favorites to repeat as NBA champions. The Lakers were pummeled by a margin of 70-30 in the first half, and while things got a lot better in the second period, they were never really in the contest. Doncic, though, did not raise alarm bells about the Lakers' biggest loss of the season. "Definitely wasn't our best game," he said, via ESPN. "Probably one of the worst this season, but they did a great job. I think they all did a great job on me. They're champions for a reason, so they showed that today. I think we need to be more ready. Obviously, it starts with me. I need to be way better than that, and got to figure it out." "It's not concerning," Doncic said of the blowout loss. "I think it's more of a big motivation. They were the champions for a reason, and it's a big motivation. They started the year even better than last season, I think so. It's a big motivation to see how they play and try to stop them." The Lakers are expected to get LeBron James back within the next week or so. As the Dallas Mavericks struggles deepen following the firing of general manager Nico Harrison, new details have surfaced regarding Klay Thompson's free agency decision this past summer, one that could soon come full circle. According to The Athletic, Thompson chose to sign with the Mavericks primarily to play alongside Luka Doncic rather than join LeBron James and Anthony Davis with the Los Angeles Lakers. In a collaborative report by Joe Vardon, Christian Clark, and Sam Amick, the outlet revealed that Thompson turned down a richer offer from the Lakers in favor of the chance to team up with Doncic and Kyrie Irving. As was reported at the time, the Lakers and Thompson discussed a 4-year, $80 million deal in free agency that, if the Warriors cooperated in a sign-and trade, would have dwarfed the 3-year, $50 million deal the Mavericks would eventually give him, the report read. But the allure of Doncic's greatness was a major pull, as was the chance to partner with Irving in the backcourt. When given the choice between teaming up with the Lakers duo of Davis and LeBron James, or the Maverick stars, Thompson made a calculated decision to go with the latter. The move was widely seen as a bold choice at the time, especially after Dallas reached the 2024 NBA Finals, losing to the Boston Celtics in 5 games. However, the landscape shifted dramatically when Doncic was traded to the Lakers last February in a blockbuster deal for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. Mavericks weigh Klay Thompson trade options as Luka Doncic thrives with Lakers. Now, with Dallas sitting at 3-8 and 14th in the Western Conference, Thompson's decision has taken on new scrutiny. Clutch Points insider Brett Siegel reported that the Mavericks are expected to evaluate potential trade scenarios involving Thompson before the deadline. It is no secret that Harrison and the Mavericks front office will explore what return exists for Klay Thompson before the trade deadline, and several teams are monitoring Daniel Gafford's status, sources said, Siegel wrote. Coincidentally enough, one of the teams with strong interest in Gafford dating back to last season is the Los Angeles Lakers. Thompson, 35, has struggled to find rhythm in his new environment. Through 10 games, he's averaging 7.4 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2 assists per game, while shooting 31.4% from the field and 26.7% from 3 across 19.7 minutes. His production has fallen sharply from his final season with Golden State, when he averaged 17.9 points per game. As for Doncic, the 26-year-old star has thrived in his first full season with Los Angeles. He is averaging 37.1 points, 9.4 rebounds, 9.1 assists, and 1.7 steals while shooting 49.1% from the field and 32.1% from beyond the arc, leading the Lakers to an 8-3 record and a fourth-place standing in the West. The Mavericks open a three-game homestand Wednesday against the Phoenix Suns, 6-5, while Doncic and the Lakers continue their five-game road trip with a matchup against the reigning champion Oklahoma City Thunder, 11-1, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN.